In a bygone age, a kingdom existed like no other. This kingdom did not anchor its power. This kingdom took to the skies. The Airborne Kingdom traveled to every kingdom on the ground, sharing knowledge, culture, and tradition. Its great council guided the lands through a golden age. Yet, long before even our elders can remember, the Airborne Kingdom vanished. The people sought to continue their harmony, but self-interest began to overrule. The land's 3 regions slowly isolated. Trade, travel, connections all unwound. Kingdoms contracted, and small settlements nearby were nearly wiped away. Bygone times turned to legend. But in the tapestry, we found instructions. A blueprint to remake the technology of the ancients. A prophecy to restore the Airborne Kingdom. There was but one belief we had wrong that day, though it proved vital. For such a finding was no chance at all.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are testing out Airborne Kingdom. Airborne Kingdom is a city sky builder. We're going to grow our town amongst the clouds. We're going to fly across an open landscape, explore the skies, and restore serenity to the world below. So with that, let's get started. Okay, all our painstaking efforts have succeeded. Our home flies, yet this is only the beginning. To truly rebuild the ancients' vision, we need to find every kingdom upon the lands and befriend them as common allies. We also need inhabitants to form our great council in this new empire. We should start with the kingdom of Rutula, not far from us, and the only kingdom we know. But first we must build houses and find supplies. Let's begin. Alright, very cool. Alright, so let's start building here. Let's find housing blocks. Alright. I do know we're going to need some pathways here. Standard controls, WASD moves around, Q and E, we got rotate. Alright. Can drag to build. Looks like it does. There is effects on tilt based on what you build. Rotate. All right. Looks like we had a couple of styles to choose from. Right mouse button also does rotate. The scroll wheel is zoom. Alright, so let's go through basic controls. I think that's what it was just talking about. Yep. Close that. Buildings and tilt. Any buildings must be connected to the town sphere via pass. Alright. These walkable platforms also act as sturdy connections between buildings. Housing blocks clump together in 2x2 squares, but that clump must also have some connection to a path. Later constructions may have similar clumping properties. Interesting. When placing buildings, pay careful attention to tilt, as adding too much weight on one side or the other will tip your kingdom, which may annoy your population and slow you down. Okay. Gathering in resources. You may be up in the skies, but you still need to gather resources from the ground. Your people can reach these resources with a hangar building. Hangars contain planes which allow your people to fly to the ground and grab materials. Hangar should be one of the first buildings you construct. Once you have one, left-click on a nearby forest and assign people to gather some trees for more construction. Alright, so I guess we're going to need a hangar as well. People in work. On the top bar, you can see the amount of people that have joined you. Okay, over here, I guess. On the left is the number of people, and on the right is the number of housing blocks. Okay, so we need more housing, I'm guessing. Inhabitants with no specifically assigned task will build any available construction. If there's no available construction and they are not assigned to work, they'll show an idle worker count next to the housing numbers. Okay. Try building some housing blocks for your inhabitants now. Okay, we've just started building that. Looks like we need some more housing. Okay, let's also get... It talked about needing a hangar. So we have to worry about our tilt here. Is it... pathways, right? Pathways. Alright, let's get ourselves a hangar. Hopefully that won't throw us off too much. Some inhabitants do not have homes. And we do not have enough for housing. So I guess our first goal is to get this hangar done and get over and get some of these trees. Are we done here? Let's see. Lock camera, move, customizable. Oh, we can change the colors of things. I guess that's unlockable down the road. And destroy. We don't want to destroy. So we'll click that. How many planes do we get? 6 or 7, I'm guessing. How many? Contains 7. Okay. Movement. Unlike other kingdoms, your kingdom can move. Simply right-click anywhere on the land and you'll start moving in that direction. Being unmoored has its advantages. You can get closer to the resources that would otherwise be too far away. The closer you are to resources, the faster you'll gather it. Okay. So let's try moving. Okay, cool. It sends up a little, like a recon balloon here. And I guess we'll fly over to this. Very cool. Look at these guys go. And the accuracy they must have to be able to do a loop and land on a vertical. Alright, so we're gonna need some more houses. I get 4 more in here without it screwing up the tilt. Already tilting some. I think we'll be okay. Alright, can get some more wood and I can finish this one house here. Build that. Let's see. Researching new buildings. Construction on a flying platform is hard. Beyond basic and storage buildings, you must research any new constructions at an academy so they may work in the skies. Your people don't have many ideas for buildings yet, but an adobe kiln would be a useful addition so that you can transform, I'm guessing, clay into terracotta. I'm guessing this is what this item is. Create an academy and start researching an adobe kiln. Okay, so we need an academy. And that's going to cost us 30 wood and 5 people to operate. Alright, so that's going to be quite a bit. So we need to collect some wood here. Looks like we're going to be running low here. This must be our starting point here. I'm guessing we'll move over here. Maybe collect some water while we're at it. Water, food. Okay, that's our lift, and then I guess our speed here. Okay. And coal, I'm guessing, which keeps our machine running. Alright, looks like all the wood is gone here, so let's move over here. Too far away for our planes to reach it just yet. Looks like we do need one more house to keep people happy. Can we collect these now? Yes, we can. All right, let's get that going. Let's go ahead and build us one more house here. And I say we start doing it on the other side here, and we'll just keep our tilt from getting too out of hand. Housing block right there. Tilt doesn't look too bad. Alright, so we're almost at 30. One more trip up for these guys should be it. I love how the clouds go away when you roll over it. Alright, here come our guys here. We'll see how big this is. Build multiple academies for faster research. Okay. Oh, wait. We only have 9 people. And 7 of them being used on the forest. We cannot build the academy. So, we have to do some math here. Here we go. Alright, how big is this thing? Will it fit next to this evenly? Does leave a gap, although I didn't put that on evenly as well. Alright, so let's just put this over on this side for weight distribution, I guess? That looked like it did good. Ooh, we're still leaning. Oh wow, that's, I guess it took a second to catch up there. I thought we were really leaning bad because of this thing. Alright. It looks like we're actually quite even now. Okay, now that we have built an academy, we can start research new technologies. Researching is how we can take ground technology and adapt it for use in the skies. Alright, Adobe Kiln was what we needed to research. It completes in 2 hours. I'm guessing that's in-game hours. That would be a long time to sit around and wait for one thing to... But we'll see. Yeah, it's already moving, so that's in-game hour. Alright, so it looks like maybe 2 minutes it'll research. So while we're here, it looks like all our trees are gone. Let's go ahead and get a bit of water cap back off here. And we'll get some coal as well. We'll go ahead and top that off. Ooh, small settlement. We approach a hovel on the edge of nowhere. Some settlers may wish to join us to leave the land toil behind. We are looking for migrants. Recruit. A few of the settlers seem intrigued by our vision, but they want assurance that they're leaving for a happier home. Seems like they're all excited to join. So we will recruit these people. That'll give us 3 more for the cause. Alright, so now we have 12, so we're going to need to build a couple more houses here for these people. 9, 10, 11, 12. That should get that right there. Do we have the ability to move this? Does it Okay, with no problems. That was good. I know some of the buildings do cost to move them. Recruiting more people. For your kingdom to thrive, you must always look for more people to join. Potential migrants can be found at small settlements. They look at happiness of your current inhabitants to judge whether they'd like to join. You can see the average satisfaction level of your people in the top bar. Here we go, Jubilant. Move your mouse cursor over that bar to see more specifications, specifics, including what you might be causing displeasures. Okay. Well, it seems like Jubilant is the best. So it looks like we're doing good right now. And we already had those people join, so that was... Let's get 2 more on this little bit of wood here. We do have no wood left. We're gonna need to move. This looks like food. Collect food from the thicket. Inhabitants need food twice per day. Looks like we got another settlement over here, or ruin. Lots of places to go. Okay. Did the transforms clay into terracotta. Workers don't like living near the adobe kiln because of its fumes. Okay. So this thing's gonna be nasty apparently. Where is our kiln? So that's gonna need 15 wood. So we're gonna need to go ahead and let's move our town. I guess it's more of a town right now. Going to be a city later on. Okay, this is the clay deposits. More trees, more coal. Unknown ruin. More coal. But the trees do regrow back. That's nice. Let's go ahead and get into the center of this little area here. That way we can kind of utilize all these items. Building placement. Your people do not enjoy living next to certain buildings, like the one you've just finished researching. These are indicated with a red radius while you're placing them. Pay careful attention when placing these buildings so that they are far away from any housing. You can also move any building by selecting the building and clicking the move icon. This can be helpful if you have placed dirty buildings next to housing blocks or to rebalance your kingdom if it's too tilted. So like we did with the hangar earlier. Go ahead and get some food. We're not hurting for it, but our main reason for here is wood. All workers are busy. Let's bring you guys back. Bring you back. We're obviously going to need some clay for our kiln. But our focus is wood currently. What's this over here? Send a worker. Assign workers to hunt for, we'll call this treasure at the ruins. Relics are highly valued by the kingdoms. Okay, so we'll call this relics. Maybe it's a trade item. Let's see, maybe back off. One from food, send one over here to the relic. I guess that's indicated here about how many relics we have. Used for bartering, okay. Okay, each resource. Ah, okay. Interesting, and you can dump them. I don't know why you want to get rid of your stuff unless there's a weight factor to it. Okay, so it looks like we're full on food and we're full on coal. Maybe there's a way to add storage later. Let's see. I'm sure there's storage items. Storage, food silo, warehouse, water tower. Awesome. Okay. Right now we want the adobe kilns. We need more wood. Probably going to end up slapping this guy right here somewhere. Can we move? Ooh, that's going to cost us 10 trees to move the academy. That's painful. But I built it without building the path here, so we'll have to fix that. We'll go ahead and put another hangar in too. Hangars cost terracotta, which we don't have because we'll need our kiln. Okay. I see where things are going now with this. Alright, we have our kiln. Yeah, see, these guys aren't gonna like this at all. So, what would be the maximum range for them to not be unhappy here? I could do that, because then we could run a path. Let's go ahead and care about the concern of our citizens here. We can do here. There. The adobe kiln can go there. Ooh. Okay, tilt's not that bad. Speed. With each building you construct, drag is added to your kingdom, which slows down your movement speed. To get speed back up, you must create propulsion buildings. You're continually using resources like coal, food, and water. The faster you travel, the less time it takes to get places, and the fewer resources you'll use along the way. Build enough propulsion to get close to your max speed, or upgrade the town center to go even faster. Alright. Easy enough. Propulsion, I guess we haven't researched any propulsion yet, so... that kind of explains it. Alright, how's the kiln going? Alright, it looks like it's processing what clay we do have in storage. We're still collecting wood down here. We can... oh, I didn't prepare for this. You know what? I feel like I'm going to make this Dirtyville over here. So let's go ahead and move our academy here. Looks like we could probably plop another one in here. Since it said multiples are beneficial. We'll go ahead and do something like that. I'm sure we'll have a building that will fit in here at some point. If not, it'll just be a nice little area to give people vertigo when they look down. Alright, but we get... okay, so it's adobe is what we're working towards, not terracotta. So adobe will get us another hangar. Alright, very cool. Very cool. We're figuring it out. Panel, bullet, hover. Alright. Hovering your mouse along the top bar will show information panels with more insights into your kingdom. Some of these panels contain bulleted lists, which you can hover and click as a shortcut. Interesting. Alright. Your inhabitants drop down, for example, contains a list of all your workers' current tasks. Highlighting a bullet will highlight their workplace, and clicking a bullet selects that workplace. Use these shortcuts to better understand where your inhabitants are and what they are doing. So let's see. Okay, so forest, thicket, academies, kilns. Okay, interesting, nice. Oh, I guess we're moving. Can we stop? Does that stop us? Yep, that stops us. Did not want to move yet. Okay, so the trees are gone here. We got water, we got food. Are we too close? All right, here we go. Fluorescent ponds. A number of small ponds glow with strange colors next to a small abandoned settlement. The walls of the buildings are dyed in similar color to the waters. The source of the pigment is a mystery, but it appears we can change the colors of our own buildings with these new dyes. Interesting. We take dyes to customize the building. We didn't have to go over there. That's kind of cool. We were close enough to deal with that. So, let's bring you home. I think that's everybody. Let's move this way. This is Rutula. This is where we were supposed to go. So let's go check out Rutula. Oh, building motifs. You have just found a new building motif at an abandoned settlement. These dyes let you customize your building colors. That's what we just read. To choose a motif, select a building, then press the Art Palette button. From there, you'll see all the dyes you have found so far. Selecting a dye immediately applies it to that building. You can also choose to apply that type, which applies the same motif to all buildings of that type, or apply all, which makes every building take those colors. Alright, Kingdoms and Allegiances. To recreate the legendary Airborne Kingdom, you must ally with all 12 kingdoms throughout the lands. Perform tasks to help them as the old Airborne Kingdom would have done, and remake the prosperity from the times of the ancients. Perhaps allying will get you something in return. To completely rebuild the glorious Airborne Kingdom, you must also have a population of 150 people, which will form the Great Council. Only then will your task feel truly complete. Alright, so our goal is 150 people in alliance with all 12 kingdoms. And we gathered... Oh, we got 5 relics from that. Interesting. Alright, let's see. Oh, here's the customized motifs. Alright, can we change the... Ooh, look at that. I didn't see the floor tiles change, but let's see. Let's apply to all. Ooh. Alright, this is going to be fun. I think I'm going to spend too much time actually customizing the buildings than worrying about what it should be doing. Let's get over here to Rutula. I love the artwork too, this mosaic tile flooring pattern. Oh man, what a really gorgeous and interesting game. Alright, are we close enough? Here we go. Kingdom of Rutula. To fulfill the prophecy, we must have Rutula allied with us. Our machines awe the crowds and give an audience with the queen. We may also seek ancient blueprints that we can combine with our own knowledge to make wondrous technologies. Let's see. They seek our assistance. They seek our assistance from an important task. The queen tells us that the great conservatory is in ruin. If only we could find the resources and lend some of our workforce in its reconstruction. Or why not? Completing such a request is the first step to gaining the kingdom's trust and eventually reconnecting them together to establish the prophecy once more. Requires 10, 2, and 2 people for 1 hour. Why not? 1 hour is like, what, 1 minute? We ask of other things. We want some blueprints. We search for technology in the depths of Rutula. We must pay to have them excavated and to work in the sky. We must research what we find further, but these would be a start. Ooh. Glass smelter, wing, or ore. I feel like this is going to be more important than these right off the bat. So let's go for the glass smelting. Can we still do these? We do have enough. Propulsion or keeps us or lift. I think lift would be more important than going faster, because if we can't hold ourselves up in the sky, then there's no point in going faster. Alright, so 2 more relics to get that. Okay. We want to barter our resources. We seek to barter our resources. No merchants offer a fair price, but if we're desperate, we can trade at a loss. Alright, so it looks like we can buy stuff here. Alright, we've turned to other areas. We've turned to our home. Alright, so let's rebuild the Great Conservatory. Alright, looks like we've sent out a couple guys here. Fulfilling a quest for the kingdom. Where does this guy live? This is his house. Very cool. Oh, looks like we're fixing it right here. Anything else we're low on while we're sitting here? Looks like we are doing okay. Let's go ahead and just send out a guy to get some water. We'll send out someone to get some coal while we're just sitting still. Why not? Food, clay. Don't have any more people. Everybody's busy with work. The conservatory is complete. Great. How I feel. With our resources and labor, the conservatory is again whole. Upon seeing our efforts, a couple of locals join our cause, agreeing to take part in our great council. Yet the great conservatory is still withered, its grove rotted. The queen asked us to find a sapling from the golden trees of Kalduar to replant their once bountiful gardens. The exact whereabouts of the trees is unknown, but a rumored location is marked on our map. We shall find the Golden Grove. Okay, so let's check our map here. Looks like we're headed off into some unknown territory. Check out our map. Wow. Map is massive. So many areas to check out. But with that being said, that is my time for today. Thank you for watching. Next time we are going to send out and go and check out and see if we can find the tree sapling for Rutula. We'll do some more exploring, more building, more researching and unlocking more buildings to see how we can do. Looks like there's a lot of cool stuff to build in this game and a lot of more things that we obviously haven't seen yet. So, before we go, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. It does help out this channel a whole lot. Make sure you throw a like on this video and comment down below on what you think about this series and more to come. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.